Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida for sure. It's a lot going on, man, in the world at large. I just watched a little bit of this video, and I can tell you that it's one of those ones. And with no surprise, we are in Florida. Let's just see what's going on.
I was just totally mind blown. I don't think I've seen anything around me.
When a crabber in Lee County got a call from someone claiming to be a detective in Northeast Florida, claiming he was involved in a crime hours away, he thought it was a prank. Turns out it wasn't.
I'm just thinking, how in the hell did this happen to me?
He was eventually arrested, and the reasons why left him stunned. Evan Dean has this Gulf Coast investigation that's a warning to all of us.
This is the moment a deputy showed up at Robert Dillon's front door. His face says more than words.
Do you got any shoes or anything on you?
Are you shitting me, man?
I'm not.
It all happened back in August, just outside Dillon's home in San Carlos Park.
This is craziness.
What is it?
I gotta get my shoes.
What is going on?
What's going on is Dillon is about to be arrested for a crime he never committed.
Tell you what, man, I'm gonna put you in the cuff in the front.
This is nuts.
Despite insisting he's innocent, Dillon is handcuffed, put in a police cruiser, and taken to jail.
God, this is nuts.
Well, I wouldn't know what to tell you, G. It's not an investigation.
For Dillon, the only thing harder to believe than the arrest itself is where the crime happened and how he was identified as the suspect.
And I'm thinking, how in the hell did this happen? How did this happen? They say in life everything happens for a reason. I can't for the life of me figure out this one.
More than 300 miles northeast of Lee County sits the coastal resort city of Jacksonville Beach. It's here at a fast food restaurant near the ocean where the alleged crime happened. In November of 2023, a young girl told police that a man, a stranger, had asked her to come with him twice while in the restaurant. She didn't, and the suspect left. But police pulled these surveillance photos of him, and months later,
This is crazy as
Robert Dillon would be placed in cuffs, accused of luring or enticing a child. The problem? Dillon says he's never been to Jacksonville Beach.
out of the blue, you know, they pick some guy that lives 6.5 hours away and says, this is you. It blew my mind.
Police reports from Jacksonville Beach PD show detectives initially didn't have much to go on. That is, until the neighboring sheriff's office ran the surveillance photos through a facial recognition program, AI, which revealed a 93% match on facial features to Robert Dillon. The report doesn't say what photos of Dillon sparked the match, a driver's license, a mugshot, or something else. He does have a criminal record, including an arrest for DUI and for a bar fight, but no crimes involving kids.
I cannot stand any adult to harm a child in any kind of way. He's got black wavy hair. I don't have wavy hair. You know, he's got a big hole underneath of his eye. I don't have that.
Do you think he ever should have been arrested for this?
I don't, no. It was absolutely a wrongful arrest. It was not Mr. Dillon.
Jacksonville-based defense attorney Brian Crick took on Dillon's case and quickly raised concerns. The police report showed neither of Dillon's license plates were picked up on readers in Duval County, but there's no mention of police checking readers in Lee County. There was also no mention in the report if police pulled Dillon's phone records. A manager at the restaurant did pick his photo out of a lineup, but the report says that same witness described the suspect as a regular customer, and the photo lineup wasn't shown to them until 2 months after the crime.
The more time that passes, the worse somebody's memory is going to be about a specific event.
Aside from the facial recognition program and the one witness identifying him, what evidence pointed to his involvement?
Well, there really wasn't much evidence at all.
AI has become extremely powerful, and part of that is it has become just powerful enough to be extremely dangerous.
Cybersecurity expert Evan Lutz.
You should not take the output of AI as scripture. ever. You always need a person to verify the output of the AI. It is not 100%.
Dylan's attorney shared their concerns about the case with the state attorney's office. He sent text messages showing Dylan had a typical day of work in Lee County on the day of the alleged crime, and sent photos showing differences in Dylan's appearance from the suspect. Ultimately, after reviewing the evidence, the state attorney's office dropped the case.
Well, it's great. I mean, it's certainly great for Mr. Dillon. I mean, I think there's still questions as to how did it even get that far.
We reached out to Jacksonville Beach PD, but they refused to answer questions about their investigation. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, which used facial recognition for the case, said the programs are a tool that assists with developing a lead, but said they have no concerns about the accuracy of the technology. The state attorney's office said they are taking steps to ensure the arrest is not reflected on Dylan's record.
I mean, it could happen to anybody. I mean, that's kind of the scary thing, you know. Somebody that has some resemblance to you, you know, commits a crime and they use the facial recognition software, and next thing you know, I mean, it could be you.
There was a car parked there, and there was a car parked there.
This time, at least, it was Robert Dillon. He's now trying to find a civil attorney to take on his case.
This is nuts.
After all, he did pay to bond out of jail, pay for an attorney to defend him, pay for a crime he never committed.
I was upset. I was hurt. I just, every emotion you can possibly think, I had it. You cannot wrongfully imprison somebody, no matter who you are. Everybody's got rights.
I'm Evan Dean reporting for Gulf Coast News Investigations.
There's absolutely no way I'm going to get this correct. And because this story is very frustrating, I just want to take it. So I'm just going to do my best, guys. These people say they have no concerns whatsoever about the accuracy of a machine that just told them the right man was the wrong man. Part for the course. It's a very beautiful Wednesday night in Miami, Florida right now, guys. I'm at home. It's 9:32. I want to warn you that my thoughts about this are going to be very unpopular, even to whoever views my videos, man. Why was this ever pursued as a crime in the first place, man? I don't think there needs to be gray areas like this when it comes to reasonable, articulable suspicion. And I know a lot of, especially parents, but, you know, you very protective fathers, and I have stories there, but I won't go there, are going to be sternly against me when I say this. But your 2-year-old daughter accusing a man of something does not make it a crime, does not make him a criminal, and does not make it true. It sounds like a social justice warrior thought process to think that we should just start slaughtering people, criminalizing people, demonizing people because children, who we all know lie at the drop of a dime. That doesn't mean children are demons. That means we just recognize reality because children accused them of something. I remember a story about it. See, y'all don't really want me to go down this road. They murdered Emmett Till because somebody said something. I always remember that picture because his mom wanted to make sure his coffin was open so people could see his face. It's 2025, February, if I remember right. Funny how we're all Negroes now, huh? So not only did they get the wrong man, I didn't hear one damn person in this story touch on what I just said. What reasonable, articulable suspicion? You got a call, big dog. Now you're plastering one man's face all over the internet, accusing him of crimes. And you've already wrongfully arrested another man for it because you got a call. Listen, correct me if I'm wrong. All of a sudden, children don't tell lies. The story that I didn't want to get into is about the daughter who lied on her father, and he actually went to prison. And they did it was on every damn talk show. Come to find out, she admitted her mama coached her to lie on her dad. Her dad never did anything. Those are the type of conversations we don't have because are we really for American rights, or are we just social justice warriors for our own opinions and biases? I'm absolutely puzzled how nobody in this. I thought they were going to get into it when he asked, do you think this man should have ever been arrested? I thought that's when the defense attorney was going to get into, well, hell, how was anybody ever arrested? Like, you basically got a call, unless there's just more to these accusations that this alleged 2-year-old allegedly made than they shared with us. Because how does that lead to anybody getting arrested because somebody say something? I know how. We live in a very misandric world right now, and we're just supposed to automatically believe kids who all of us in our right now mind. They'll lie to you when you know they ass lying, and they know your ass know they lying. You see what I'm saying? I just be needing everything to make sense, not just the parts that fit and satiate my personal biases. I don't know how any of this happens, much less the false arrest, to the point where they're telling us they have no concerns whatsoever about the accuracy of a machine that just told them to write. If you were listening, you heard me say that in the beginning of this video. You're damn right it could be anybody. You know why? Because we did not care as long as it wasn't us. And that was a time period when that was the case. The reason I said I wouldn't want to take this video because these things always bother me. Why does this man have to get an attorney, have to find an attorney to attempt to right the wrongs that were wrought upon him in this situation? Why isn't the just the heroic American government, these law enforcement officers as agencies, departments, and an entire entity, why aren't they coupled? You know, when one of their partners die, they got these funds they put together, whatever, you know, make sure they straight financially. Otherwise, why y'all ain't got one of those for when y'all fuck up citizens' lives, man? This man ain't do nothing. Hell, he wasn't even no original Negro, and y'all did him like this. Y'all ain't doing no favors by dropping charges that weren't valid. I don't even think they're valid against the guy that y'all plastering this picture up. Let me be clear for some of the people who are, you know, vehemently attached to their personal biases, like Back the Blues. Like, they vehemently attached to the personal bias of Back in the Blue. Some of us are vehemently attached to misandric thoughts and thought patterns. Like, just because a child accused a man of something, he got to be guilty, because we've been subconsciously taught that all men are inherently evil. So let me just touch on that, fam. If his ass did that, that needs to be dealt with. Just like those women who are sexually abusing underage schoolboys in schools on a daily and weekly basis. And people running through the comments saying, well, they boys, it's different with boys. No, the fuck it's not. Those still are perverts. Those adults. Just because they women don't make them not perverts. Just because y'all got this narrative that boys are supposed to like it even if they're underage, that shit ain't true. So just like something needs to be done and those teachers need to be dealt with because of what they're doing, if this guy did this, if any guy or woman does this, you need to be dealt with. But it don't mean nobody guilty because no motherfucker made no call and nobody making accusations. Accusations aren't proof. Reasonable, articulable suspicion. Why do people need to get on camera and have their pictures posted everywhere and have their lives uprooted because y'all motherfuckers got a call? I ain't no more with that in this situation than I am in any other situation. This entire shit was tragic, and I will end saying I am absolutely puzzled and pissed the hell off, diplomatically so, that not one adult in this damn video raised the question, why and how did this end in an arrest warrant being issued for anybody? I guess we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they knew something that we didn't know, huh? Makes the most sense. It's a beautiful Wednesday night, as I've already stated, and I plan to get back to enjoying it because soon it will be a beautiful Thursday morning, and Lord willing, I live to see that. I don't want to miss enjoying that either, man. Y'all be good and appreciate life wherever you are, and freedom, because obviously it can be taken from any of us at any given moment, guilty or not. I'm Trey and Bill. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.